Hello and good morning. I believe your name is Luna. I hope that I pronounced it right. This is Stephanie Moore. I just woke up probably just a short while ago and I saw the Facebook post that you made. Not because you tagged me or not because someone else tagged me or contacted me about it, because the face recognition recognized my picture and was asking me if I wanted to tag the photo or not. So I read your post and your comment and your need for an explanation from me. And so I want to provide that to you. First of all, I do want to introduce myself. Like I said, I am Stephanie Moore. I'm a lifelong resident here of Kalamazoo. And I want to tell you that I'm always open. I'm always here and available. Please, if you have questions, concerns, if you have complaints, if you need help, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Snapchat. You can contact me via email. My information is public on the website of Kalamazoo County Government. I live right in the heart of the neighborhood. Everyone knows where I live at on Patterson Street. So you can email, call, text, social media, anything. And if you have some questions, feel free when you do a status, tag me in it. At least give me the benefit of knowing, being aware, so that I can respond and fully try to answer your question for you. That being said, I want to jump right in and answer your question. I want to tell you that, first of all, I am a victim of rape and abuse. As a young child, I was sexually molested as a child. I know what it feels. I have survived being stripped of my right to choose my partner, my right to feel safe. I know what it feels like to be humiliated. I know what it feels like to take everything as a young girl and a woman stolen from you. Knowing that, I would never support a rapist. I would never support anybody that has did anything to a child or anybody for that matter. Specifically, you said that I did victim blaming in the situation involving Mr. Bell and the young lady. That's not true. I would like for you to show me where I ever blamed her or anybody for that matter. The only thing that I did is what I was asked to do. And the only thing I had to do was, as a wife and a woman, live up to my marital vows. I am a spiritual woman. I'm a Christian woman. I believe in the Bible. I go to church. I pray. I tithe. I do all of that. And I follow what God says that I'm supposed to follow to the best of my ability. That being said, during this situation, I had two things happening. One was the attorney said, I need for you to do these things so that this individual can have a fair trial. So that this individual is not, things doesn't happen because you say or you do or your actions because of what's happening personally in your marriage or whatever. The second thing is I was completely guided by my pastor, by my spiritual advisors, not on the incident, but on my marriage. On the fact that, Stephanie, you stood before God and you took a vow, and this is what you said, for better or for worse. So the media took out of context what I said. I never said that I stand by him until the end of time and this and that. What I said as a wife, that I have to honor God. That is my desire as a woman, to honor the God that I choose to serve, and to do that to the best of my ability. Now, I also want to go back, and I'm trying to do this because I'm being forced to relive trauma, a very traumatic event that's a part of the history of my life. But I want to be very, very clear, is that probably one of the reasons why that gentleman is incarcerated right now is because of me. It's because of my testimony. It's because of what I did going through that situation. Second of all, I'm no longer married to that individual. Immediately when that individual was extracted from my home, when things were able to subside, during that time, I'm a mother of four. All of my children were still in school. My stepchildren, his children, were still in school. They were being harassed, bullied. They were being talked about. This was on the news. And as a mother, the first thing I did is I protected those 7 children. And I didn't care what nobody thought about it. My job was to maintain their mental health, their safety in a school building that they had to go to because they had to continue on their education. Through all of this, after this, and even now today with me having to discuss this with you online. That being said, number one, no, I do not support anyone that is hurt, harmed, or worse, any child or any person. Second of all, I did everything that I was supposed to do legally in the legal system, and I spoke up when I was fully informed was happening. The other thing is this: I never knew anything about the incident, the situation, the allegation, or anything until you, the general public, knew. I saw it on the news. I was contacted by News 3, Channel 8, and everybody else. I literally, ma'am, had to watch this all play out on the internet and on social media like everybody else. I sat through that trial and I watched the details and I listened and I learned like everybody else. I didn't get an inside view. Nobody ever came and said to me X, Y, and Z. So, if anything, my security was breached. My children could have been in harm's way at trying to, do what I had to do at work, raise my family, and do live up to my godly vows was the only thing that I had in mind. And so immediately I separated myself from this person after my own digging in, after my own meditating and talking to God, and I felt like God released me. I released myself, and I've moved on. You are questioning me about something that happened 11 years ago that had nothing to do with me. I wasn't privy to it. I didn't witness anything. So therefore, I never victim blamed anything. How can I blame you if I don't even know what even happened? So please, if you ever want to have a conversation, especially one like this, woman to woman, victim to victim, any issue, reach out, talk to me, contact me. I'm willing to be as open and as transparent as I possibly can be. I am addressing this issue not because I'm begging you to vote for me. Take politics out. That has nothing to do with this. I'm addressing you as a woman who has been through one of the worst traumatic experiences of my life. And mind you, I said one of the. I talked to you about my abuse as a child, as an adolescent, going into my teenage years. And so therefore, surviving what I have and going through what I have, I would never do the things that you're on social media accusing me of, saying of. And just because you read something in a newspaper, I read things that I have firsthand knowledge of, that I know are not accurately written. I know that are not factual. I know that does not give you a whole-sided story. So I just want to just tell you that it's hurtful. It's re-traumatizing. It's definitely having an adverse effect on me, because this morning I woke up and I'm reading this and I'm reading your statuses and I'm going through this and I'm like, okay, but if I felt that way about someone, I would reach out and I would talk and I would fact find. And that's just me. I just wanted to share that with you. I apologize for rambling. This was a very vulnerable situation for me. I'm going to be contacting the people that I work with that help me when I have to unpack, to be able to process and sort and move around and move through things so that I can be healthy and whole, so that I can continue to take care of my family, my children, my household, and my responsibilities like I'm supposed to. Lastly, I want to say this. I decided not to get up and type on your status. I felt like it would be more important for you to hear directly from me, that you said you didn't know me. Hopefully this gives you a chance to know and kind of feel some energy of who I am and where I come from, as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother. I have 7 grandchildren that I will lay my life down to make sure that no one ever hurts or harm them. 5 boys and 2 girls. And so my children, I have 2 daughters and 2 sons. And I just want to say that I'm here. I'll do the best I can to answer your questions. You can call me 269-547-9002. You can set up an appointment if you want to do social media, if that's your preference. But I'm here and I'm available and I'm being completely transparent. But I also want to just tell you that this is traumatic. I think that survivors especially should be aware and even somewhat more sensitive to how this trauma can resurface and manifest itself into things like depression and anxiety and thoughts of suicide, and just could create a very unhealthy environment for an individual having to go through and to relive something like this. As a voter, I understand that you have questions and concerns and you deserve to have those answered. Again, I'm here for it. I'm more than happy to. But please, before you drag me across social media, before you make unfounded accusations, before you accuse me of accusing somebody else of doing something because of their traumatic experience, before you start saying and quoting everybody but me, please come to me. Please ask me and talk to me. Get it straight from Stephanie Moore's mouth. I'm more than happy to clarify, update, and give you the information that I know to the best of my ability. So thank you for the opportunity to, I don't know, I guess, connect with you here on social media. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any more questions or if I can help you at all through any type of situation. Have a great day.